All right, thanks, Ryan, very much. And of course, you know, these cold temperatures aren't just uncomfortable. They can actually leave us injured. They can even be deadly if we're not careful. Katie Bavoso is out in the cold, prepared and bundled up. And Katie, I know sometimes we like to brush things off as Mainers and say, oh, this is no big deal. But, you know, when it gets this cold, it's nothing to mess around with.
That's right, Sharon. It is very cold this morning. As you see, we got the TD temperature sign behind me. 8 degrees at 5:32 this morning, according to this sign. We can double check that with Ryan, of course. But when it comes to these temperatures, it is not something to take lightly, especially when it comes to the way we dress in the morning. And that is because when you go outside and you get frostbite after a certain amount of time, you might not even know it when it begins to impact you. That is because the body normally gets red and painful, any part of the body when it becomes cold. Frostbite, though, will cause a loss of feeling and color in your body, in those parts that are affected. When your body warms itself, it's focused on internal organs and it's focused on your head. The rest of your extremities are kind of left to fend for themselves. So when it comes to frostbite, you need to combat that by covering up and know how to prepare before you walk out the door. This chart is from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It depicts how much colder the wind chill can make that feels like temperature outside, dropping it at least 10 degrees from what the thermometer might say. Ryan mentioned that the wind chill will get between 10 and 15 miles today. The wind itself, I should say. That, with a high temperature of 15 degrees, will mean that the wind chill temperature will make it feel like 0 degrees outside. And in those conditions, the maximum that you could stay outside, Sharon, is up to 30 minutes. So cover up all skin and try to give some breaks to the kiddos when they're outside today playing in the fresh snow. Back to you.
All right, before we go, pull that hood up, please.
I wasn't prepared for this. There you go.
All right. Thank you, Katie, very much. We will see you a little bit later. Now to some other news.